Well, it's the start of a brand new year, but we're discussing the winners of last year and there have been plenty, so let's talk about them. One of the big winners of 2023 is Olectra Greentech. In fact, not just 2023, it's been a big wealth creator in the last 5 years, so let's talk about that. In the last 12 months, it's seen a 164% return, last 1 year that is. But look at the last 5 years, 466% returns is what this company has seen. It currently is growing very well in the electric bus segment. It has a 35% market share and is striving to become the market leader. KV Pradeep, the chairman and managing director at Olectra Greentech, joins us now to talk more about the business. Mr. Pradeep, always great speaking to you. Happy New Year to you and your entire team. The journey has been really good so far, so I want to talk a little bit about that. Where are we at in terms of the overall order book currently, and what is the medium-term growth plan that Olectra Greentech has? If you can share some numbers with us.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you and to the viewers. Thank you very much for giving the time. Yes, as far as the numbers that are with the Olectra is, about 9,000 plus numbers today we have. We have participated in few more tenders where 3,500 buses we are L1, which we are expecting in a month's time. So that is briefly about the numbers that Olectra is aiming at.
Okay, all right. Mr. Pradeep, so we have got the order book then out there, and always good speaking to you, sir, on the show. Give us the execution trajectory. I recall the last time when you joined us, we were flirting with a number of around 1,000, 1,200 for this year. And for FY25, I think we were talking about doubling down to around 2,500 to 3,000. Give us an updated number. We have your order book. What is execution going to look like? For FY24, year to date, how much is it? What do you end this year with? And for FY25?
Yeah. Nigel, the first half of the year, we have delivered 232 numbers. And the second half of the year, the number would definitely be double what we have delivered in the first half. So about the next FY25, as mentioned earlier, we are planning for 2,500 numbers to deliver.
And 24, I missed that number. What do you end this year with?
500 numbers we are going to deliver during the year 25, FY25.
No, 24, sir.
24, H1, first half, we have delivered 232 numbers. In second half, it would be double that number.
Okay. All right. So you're planning for 2,500 bus delivery in FY25, and by the end of FY24, somewhere around 730 or so. But earlier when we had spoken to you, right, at the end of Q2, you had given a guidance of delivering 1,000 buses by the end of FY24. You had brought down that guidance from 1,200 earlier, and you also said that this is because of the stringent battery testing norms that your Q1 and Q2 was hit. And so now you're bringing down the guidance further. So is it fair to assume that there is some pressure that you're seeing in the system, and how long do you think it would take before things improve?
No. Last time what I have mentioned to you is that the stringent battery norms, what have been stipulated by Government of India, we have done we have conducted all the tests, and we have taken the certification from Government of India. During that time, we lost almost 2 quarters. First 2 quarters we lost because of these stringent norms and the upgraded norms that are required to be obtained from the Government of India certifying agencies. Due to that, we lost 2 quarters, and we picked up, and the deliveries are the deliveries shall be about, as you rightly mentioned, it is about between 700 to 800 this year.
Okay, so we'll now deliver 800 buses this year. I think, that's why there's a bit of pressure on the stock as well, because you have been sort of scaling down your bus delivery targets throughout the year. So there is a little bit of concern over there. Can you tell us, I just want to understand that there are a couple of tenders currently underway as well. The Prime Minister E-Seva order of 10,000 buses, that tender was going to be floated as well. What is the timeline that you're looking at over there? You earlier had mentioned that you are L1 in those tenders. So when do you think you can expect those orders to come through?
Yeah. What I have mentioned is not about the Prime Minister's E-Seva tender. The Prime Minister E-Seva tender is yet to be, the quote is yet to be submitted, which we have not done it. As far as the other tenders, what I have mentioned, it is 3,000 numbers for VEST, where we are L1. And another two tenders, about 500 numbers where we are L1 there also. Put together about 3,500 numbers tenders. We are L1 and we are expecting those orders in a month's time.
Okay, give us some basic details, Mr. Pradeep. What is your current capacity in buses and tippers?
See, as I mentioned earlier, we are switching over to our new facility where the capacity would be 5,000 numbers. The initial capacity would be 5,000 numbers and the ultimate capacity is 10,000 numbers. As far as the new facility is concerned, as we mentioned earlier, the new facility is getting ready and we shall be starting the partial production in the month of Feb. And the full facility shall get ready by July 24.
Okay, so this you're talking about currently you're at 5,000, you're headed to around 10,000 capacity, right? By the middle of 2024.
Yes, definitely.
And now, and this is the combined capacity of buses as well as tippers. Do you want to break that up for us?
No, buses and tippers put together, it would be 5,000 initially and 10,000 ultimately.
Okay, you know, the last time you spoke to us, you also spoke about some fundraising plans, you know, and they were likely to get firmed up with the promoter putting in some money and maybe you getting a couple of other investors as well. Where are you at? What is the quantum you're looking at? By when will we, you know, look at that? And who's going to put in the money?
Yeah, see, as far as the money raise is concerned, initially we thought of raising the fund for our construction of our facility. But subsequent to that, as the numbers are growing up and as we require some more big monies, so what we did is initially for the construction of the plant, we are raising the debt and we are raising the debt from commercial bank and we are completing a facility. Post that, we want to go in a big way for the fundraise.
Okay.
So what will the quantum be, sir? I didn't get that again. What will the quantum of this fundraise?
Yeah. Still the issue is in discussion with our board. Unless the board approves, probably I may not be able to
and it will be
communicate.
It'll be a third party, or will it be the promoters that will be putting bulk of the money?
Both third party as well as the promoters. Promoters wants to retain their 50% stake, and the balance will be from the third party.
Okay, fair enough. So promoters want to retain their 50% stake. That's important.
Exactly.
I want to understand also what the second half of the year will look like in terms of earnings. So the first half you've ended revenues a growth of around 14%, a little over 520 crores. What kind of growth can you eke out in the second half and what's the full year target, both FY24 and 25?
As far as FY24, as I mentioned, 232 we have delivered, and the number in the second half, it would be double what the numbers we have delivered in the first half.
I'm talking about the revenues, sir. Yeah, on the revenue front.
See, probably the revenues, the exact numbers, probably I may not be able to speak. The numbers for the FY25, as I mentioned, it would definitely be 2,500.
Okay, 2,500. Yes, we got that. I want you to give us an update also on the insulator segment. I understand that there is a growth opportunity there. You have been, exporting to the US as well. What is the size of that business right now? How much do you think you can take it to over the next 3 to 4 years?
See, as far as the insulator business is concerned, I would like to mention here that we are the largest polymer insulator manufacturers in the country. 60% of the market share Olectra Greentech does, and we are doing about 200 crores top line. Out of that, 50% we are exporting to US.
Okay, all right. One more point, that the street was waiting by for clarity is the government is looking at converting, I think, a few lakh diesel buses into electric buses. What kind of a role do you have to play, sir, out there? What is the opportunity for you?
See, as far as the market is concerned, probably you might be knowing that Olectra Greentech is the largest electric bus manufacturing company in India. And our buses have clocked 20 crore kilometers on Indian roads. And we have a operational strength of 8 years of our buses. Since our buses have got 20 crore kilometers, and every month we are adding 1 crore kilometers, electric kilometers. That's the strength of what Olectra Green has. Apart from that,
absolutely,
as we have very strong production capacity in technology, we are aiming big to grab the market, which is coming up in the coming years.
okay.
Yeah, but there's that plan to convert diesel buses to electric buses, right? I mean, if you want to put a number in there, what kind of an opportunity it is there? Have you heard something from the government? Will there be subsidy? What kind of benefit can you get?
See, as far as the subsidy is concerned, there are two things. If the subsidy is given, the per kilometer price would be X. If the subsidy is not given, it would definitely be X plus. Both the tenders are there in the market, and for some of the tenders there is no subsidy, and for some of the tenders there is subsidy. Both things, the stakeholders are participating and they are taking the orders.
Okay, all right, understood, Mr. Pradeep. Thank you for giving us a lot of those details. Once again, wish you a very happy 2024, and perhaps it will be another good one for your team.